Oh, thank you all so much. Wow. I was here 5 years ago. Not here. We were in the Navy Pier in Chicago. And thank you again for having me back. It is truly an honor to be here amongst such great people that give so much of their love and their time and their very, very, very hard-earned money to save lives. I'd like to start by letting you know that after all these years working together for such an important cause, this foundation, the Elizabeth Glaser Pediatric AIDS Foundation, is my family. And since I spoke with you 5 years ago, we are family. I want to thank everyone here at CWA for being such a prominent and powerful force in the fight at eliminating pediatric AIDS. 20 years ago, my mother, Elizabeth Glaser, stood before you with such firm conviction to let you know why we must join together to fight this disease, why we had to push to understand more, why we had to work together. It was because children and families were suffering, and as a mother, she said, was completely unacceptable. Of course, she knew firsthand. AIDS had taken her daughter, Ariel, my sister, at age 7, and it now seemed to threaten her life and mine. Close to the end of Ariel's life at UCLA Medical Center, I remember family would visit, friends would visit, and she was such a creative person. She loved art. She would always ask for paints and crayons and markers, and she was always so focused on the idea of creation. She painted the logo to the foundation soon before she passed. And when she was asked why, she said, because life is beautiful. She had no qualms. She was completely content. In her darkest moment, she reminded all of us of all the love and the hope and the life that we hold much so dear to us. Ariel Glazer, my sister, reminded us why life is worth fighting for. In the face of such adversity, as a 7-year-old girl, she made it so clear to us what we needed to do, what had to be done. She gave purpose to my mother, one woman who stood up to make a difference, to let us know that ignoring this disease was not an option. Fast forward 20 years. Since the day that my mother stood here and spoke to all of you, we have made leaps and bounds in the fight against HIV and AIDS. The foundation that started with my mom and her 2 best friends sitting around our kitchen table is now working in 17 countries around the world. We have, yes, can you believe that? 17 countries. It is truly amazing. We have reached more than 10 million women with the medication that they need to prevent transmission of HIV to their babies, and reach hundreds of thousands more with the medicine that they need to stay healthy and take care of their babies. Every single day, our progress grows. We are gaining new information. We are gaining new breakthroughs in research and providing more families with the medicine that they need to have healthy children and to take care of their healthy children. And that is why I am so happy to be here today with all of you. Because I want to tell each and every one of you, as a group and as individuals, that none of this progress would have been possible without you. None of it. Through CWA's 20-year relationship with the foundation, you heard it. You've raised up to $7 million. Please, I applaud you. Give yourselves a round of applause. That's commitment. That's life. That's love. That's hope. And you guys bring that to so many people that in their darkest moment can't find it. You stood up and you said that there are families that need our help. And you did not let them down. Action. My mother said this is what had to happen, and you said yes, and you did not let them down. You raised your voice, along with the foundation, to speak out for those who can't. And you let the world know that what you have does not define you. You were here at the beginning, and you were here through all of our hard work around the world. And I know that you will be here at the end, because this is something that we can do. We can eliminate pediatric AIDS. And believe me that when I tell you this is possible, it won't be easy. Nothing worthwhile ever is. But we've shown that we can accomplish difficult things in the past. They said it would not be easy to get scientists to work together, but we did it. And because of that, now less than 100 babies every year in the U.S. are born HIV positive. They said that we could not bring the same success to the women and children in places around the world that needed our help. But today, we are reaching 45% of the pregnant women with the medicine that they need to have healthy babies. Now, while that's not enough, just remember that 5 years ago, we were only reaching 15%. 5 years, 15% to 45%. Can we do it? Yes, we can. And they said that I wouldn't live past 10 years old. 25. I'm healthy. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm 25 years old. Wow. That's a trip to think about. Yeah. But no, I'm healthy, and I'm strong, and I am dedicated. If there were 200% in me, it is all dedicated to working with all of you to see this fight to the finish. But it is important for us to remember that not all children, not all families living with HIV are as lucky as I am. And that's why we can't stop now. So much of the work that we have done so far will be in vain if we don't. Too many children, mothers, and families are still counting on us. Every day, worldwide, 1,200 children are newly infected with HIV. Every single one of those infections is preventable. They say, there's a saying that we use at the foundation nowadays, tunaweza. And in Swahili, that means together we can. My mom would have loved that saying. She would have looked at us and said, look at all the wonderful work that we've done. Look at all the accomplishments that we have achieved. And she would have said, let that be a reminder why we must keep going, why we must propel ourselves into the future to eliminate pediatric AIDS. It is people like you who make the difference, and it is people like you who make the change. Believe me when I say that the funds raised through CWA's steadfast commitment have and will keep on fueling us towards great advances in medicine and allow us to reach more women and children around the world. CWA, it is the reason why my friends and I are alive today. It is the reason for all of our progress. And it is the reason why I will not stop fighting until we eliminate pediatric AIDS. So 5 years later, I stand here before you, 25, on behalf of myself, my mother, my sister, the Elizabeth Glaser Pediatric AIDS Foundation. Thank you for helping. Thank you for giving us your 100%. Life is beautiful, and that's all because of you. Thank you.
Okay, brother.